Welcome back to Storytime with E5K. Today we look at a Marvel series, Iron Man. Ooh. This is Tony Stark. Tony is usually a regular guy like you and me, but with a lot more money. When Tony puts on his special armour, he becomes more powerful than most people. He even calls himself a different name. When he puts his armour on, Tony is the invincible Iron Man. But Tony wasn't born a superhero. He hasn't always fought to protect people, but with villains on the loose such as Titanium Man and Ironmonger, who both use Tony's technology for their own evil purpose. Tony feels it's his responsibility to stop them. Tony didn't always get the job done this easily or this well. Tony's armour wasn't always so sleek. In fact, when he first became Iron Man, Tony's armour didn't even shine. But if you really want to know how Iron Man was born, we need to start with the man behind the mask. We need to start with Tony. Tony had so much money that he could go anywhere he wanted. He loved to have fun, and he loved the finer things in life. But Tony also worked hard. He was a brilliant inventor. He knew all sorts of things about science. He loved to work with magnetic fields. Using them, he created a powerful energy force that he called repulsor technology. The military was interested in Tony's work. In fact, it was in a secret armour lab that Tony's life was changed forever. An enemy armour had attacked and Tony was badly hurt. Since Tony was famous, he was recognised right away. The enemy knew all about his inventions. They tossed him in a prison room filled with electronic and mechanical equipment. They wanted him to create a mighty weapon for them. To make things worse, before the enemy left the tiny cell, they told Tony that his heart had been hurt in the blast. He did not have much longer to live. Tony soon found he was not alone in the cell. The enemy had captured another famous scientist, Professor Yinsen. The enemy wanted the two men to work together on the great weapon, but Professor Yinsen had other ideas, but knew a way to keep Tony alive. The two men worked tirelessly to create something that would save Tony's life and at the same time help them to escape the prison. Finally, the men completed the device that Tony would need to wear from now on to keep his heart beating. But that wasn't all they had created. Using Tony's repulsors, they had built boots that could help a man fly, gloves that could crush steel, and a helmet that could protect a man from the most terrible blast. Tony put on the armour. And proved that no walls could hold the Iron Man. It wasn't long before the enemy realised They were fighting a losing battle. Finally, Tony escaped from the prison and flew back home. But as soon as he got home, he realised that he could now help where others couldn't. Tony to the rescue! He was strong, unstoppable, and frightening. Maybe a little too frightening. Tony had an idea. There, that was better. Almost better. Back to the drawing board. Tony thought that Iron Man needed something as smooth and stylish as he was. He needed to create a lighter suit. All he needed was for his chest plate to remain attached. Everything else could be changed. Soon, Tony perfected his armor. And the invincible Iron Man was born again. And as Iron Man, Tony never stops fighting. He protects people at home and around the world. And when he's not fighting for justice as Iron Man, Tony runs his company, Stark Industries. Stark Industries needs Tony to be a businessman, but with new villains attacking every day, the world needs Tony to be an Iron Man. Iron Man. The end. I hope you've enjoyed today's story with E5K. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and join our journey. See you next time.